Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, 1:32 in the morning. I'm doing this video because I just looked outside and the wind is blowing like crazy. It's not really blowing as far as I'm seeing it, the tree waving, but the wind's blowing really loud. Let me go back again because I got a sliding glass door and I love looking out this door at the moon. But we have, oh, there's the full moon right there. You hear the wind? Oh, when I come in here the first time, the cloud was ooh, look at all these stars. These stars are so big. Mars been showing big, but going here, these white clouds was everywhere, and you really couldn't see anything through the clouds. But now I come back, the full moon is here. It's a dark sky. And there's a big old star there, a big old star there, and a big one there, and they're just twinkling real bright. I don't know. I know the biggest one over here by the moon is Mars. Um, and this moon on tomorrow's the 30th, so Saturday. Get that wind. That's the I think that's the Zeta hurricane that's hitting the East Coast. I think this is it's in New York. But anyway, these stars are so big. Um, let me use stars because I know that by the moon is Mars. By the moon is Mars. Let me see. Excuse me. Where's that app? Stay moving stuff around. Okay, where's the app? Where's the app? There you go. So now cut this on. It's called um. It's kind of. I look up here, and that is the full moon right there, obviously. And that right beside it is Mars. Yep, Mars right beside it. I'm so lazy to use my MacBook so I can share my screen, but I'm gonna get a picture of it because right here is the full moon, and this is the hunter moon slash blue moon because it's the second moon in a calendar month. These big stars over here, this star right there is pretty big. So I'm not sure which star is that because I guess because the Mars is shining so bright and big, it just shows up as the whole round Mars. But I'm shining over here where these big stars are shining bright, but it's not showing. It's not showing the name like the rest of. Anyway, I was doing this video because I thought it was very interesting about this full moon. I've always been fascinated with the moon ever since I was a baby. I would sit up all night and watch the moon pass the windowsill in my bed. And even though I'm not sure how old I was, but it was me and my sister. My sister is exactly a year and 2 months younger than me. And then I got another sister. I think she like 6 years younger than me, I think. So I might have been six. I'm not sure. But I don't think I'm not sure. But anyway, I used to sit up all night and just watch the moon. I was just not because I was fascinated with the moon, but because when I sat in the bed, I know at a certain time in the morning, the moon would pass that windowsill, and then it would go where it's going. But anyway, I put up this article on the moon that describes the moon, and for some reason I just feel compelled to just talk about this moon. I tried to go to sleep, went to sleep. Husband come around here doing something wake me up. So now I'm wide awake again. Probably won't get no sleep because it's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna read this article on the moon because this just fascinates me, and then I just feel compelled to do this video and share it to Facebook and YouTube. But anyway, they said the next monthly blue moon is the coming Saturday, but the next seasonal blue moon is on August 22nd, 2021. So, seasonal blue moon. Okay, I didn't realize there was two. But this series here will be a special blue moon because and what makes it so special, and from my understanding, is that October 1st was the harvest moon, which is the very first of the month, October 1st. Then October 31st is the exact last day of the month, and that's the harvest moon slash blue moon because because it's two full moons within the same month. And they say the next time there will be both types of blue moon is in the same year will be in 2037. So that is exactly 17 years from now. And that caught my attention because 17 is my spiritual number. My spiritual number is um I'm October 17. So my number is 117. And so as I look at this number and I add it up to see how many years it take, it'll be 17. It'll be 17 years before we see another blue moon. See, see another. See these types of blue moon in the same year. As I go down to read more about it, it says that in modern times, most of us know blue moons as the second full moon of a calendar month. By this definition, there was a blue moon on July 31st. You know, these moons are coming on the exact end of the month. And now this year, the full moon, the harvest moon, will be on Halloween. And for some reason, that just keeps telling me something big is going to happen. Big stuff happening already. Because look at in France. Oh, well, look at what's going on in France. This man stabbed people and they got locked down and you can't come outside unless you got a certificate saying you're supposed to be outside. Locking down the planet, taking people's free will away. But I digress. So they said a blue moon in 2020. So the question is, when is the next blue moon? So the next blue seasonal moon, as I said earlier, will occur. Well, I didn't say that earlier. That was the last blue moon was July 2020. But the next blue moon will occur August 22nd, 2021. So last year they had three blue moons last year. At the beginning of the month, like three of them they were back to back. But but in 2021, you won't see one until August 22nd, 2021. And this will be the third full moon in a series. Will be the third full moon in a series of I had to click on it. Let me see. Did it finish with that? The third full moon in a series of. Okay, where my spot at? Where's the spot at? Where you at? Where you at? I don't see it yet, but I guess I'll find it eventually. But anyway, um, this says according to the article here, they said the hunter's blue moon will occur on October 31st, 2020, Halloween night. And it say, and what is a blue moon exactly? It say to prepare you for the blue moon on Halloween night this year. We've got all the details. So in this article, it's selling all of these shirts. So I guess for those who want to go out there and celebrate such things. But anyway, I just trying to fascinate to know about it because I've been fascinated, like I say, with moons. With moon ever since I was a little girl. For some reason, the moon just, I just sat up in the bed and sat in bed all night long, like I'm doing right now, sitting in this bed all night until dawn, off when the moon passes the windowsill. Why I did that, I don't know. I just, like right now, simply can't sleep. So I sit there in the night and watch the window the moon pass. But anyway, I said, but that's not the only thing that makes the October special, makes this October special. They said a month will contain both the harvest moon and the hunter moon, which are unique as far as full moon names go. So that's another thing that makes this October special. A whole lot of it. The fact that it's a pandemic, the COVID pandemics, people are protesting, people are um, being killed by the police and all kinds of stuff, and people are rioting and tearing down stores and whatever, burning stores, looting. People want any reason just to loot. What they do with this stuff? I can't imagine what people do with all this material stuff they steal. They just hoard your house with it. I guess they preparing for whatever. A lot of people, I guess whatever this earth got to go through while everybody else trying to need stuff to eat or whatever. They ain't gonna have no stores to go in, so they're gonna be hungry. But they're not gonna be hungry because they don't got everything in their house and they don't look like nobody trying to put nobody in jail. So the harvest moon, Halloween will be Saturday. And I would suggest your little children stay home and be out there ready trick or treating because that's the night all the crazies come out and do crazy things to little children. I never celebrated Halloween, not really not like that. But because it's just something about Halloween that basically people crazy. Now the article goes on to say instead the harvest moon is defined as the full moon that happened nearest to the autumnal equinox, September 22nd, 2020. Wow. The hunter's moon is the full moon that directly follows the harvest moon. So that's what make the month of October, the month I was born, a Libra, a special month. It's a lot going on. And for some reason this seems to be my spiritual numbers are following me, the sevens, 17, 117, um 10:17 on the clock, 11:17, which is my sister's birthday. No, I mean, I don't know what it is about 11:17 when I be seeing 11:17 because I know 11 is also my spiritual number as well as 17. So, and then my sister's birthday is 12:17, and she died a few months ago of the COVID, they say. So, and I'll be seeing her birthday. So these 17s and 117 and sevens just follow. I mean, it's just all around me, following me. So they say that so what happens to September full moon name if it's not called a harvest moon? So they say it takes on one of its alternate names, the full corn moon. And that's what they said the October 1st moon was the corn moon. When I first when I looked that up and did and researched that moon. So now they're saying it's not the corn moon, it's the harvest moon, and then the hunter's moon follows the harvest moon. So they got four different things going on in the month of October. So when to see the blue moon? Venture outdoors on the night of October 31st, 2020 to catch a glimpse of the bewitching full moon. The hunter's blue moon. This full moon will reach peak illumination at 10:51 a.m. So that's about around 11 o'clock. Full moon will be illuminating in the skies around 10:51 a.m. Okay, I'll be wide awake then. Eastern time. Great, because I'm on the East Coast. On Halloween morning, so Saturday morning. Okay. But will appear full that night too. I'm sure it will. So, what is a blue moon? Need a refresher on what a blue moon actually is? We get a lot of questions about the terms, including, is the blue moon a scientific term used in astronomy? And they say, did this term originate with Native American folklore like a number of the other full moon names? And does a blue moon really look blue? In truth, the answer to all these questions is no. And I understand why the blue moon, I can understand that question without reading the answers they got down here. The, that the blue moon is not actually seen as blue. It's blue because it's the second moon within 1 month calendar in a 30 day in a calendar month. So I understood that. But then that I did this on October 1st when the month came in. So they say the modern understanding of blue moon only took off in 1980s. It was a result of a much earlier mistake printed in 1946 issue of Sky and Telescope magazine, and since then the term has gone viral in the media. Now, two types of blue moons. There are two definitions of the term that are commonly used today. Seasonal blue moon, the extra full moon that occurs within an astronomical season. One season defined by the dates of the solstice and equinoxes. Typically has three full moons occur within it. If a season instead has four full moons, then the third full moon, not the fourth, in the season may be called a blue moon. Okay, okay. Calen, calendrical blue moon, calendrical blue moon, the second full moon to occur in a calendar month. It takes our moon about 29.5 days to complete one cycle of phases from the new moon to new moon. So if a full moon occurs on the first of the month, which October 1st, there was the corn moon slash harvest moon. So if a full moon occurs on the first of the month, there will be a second full moon, a blue moon at the end of the month too, except in Fridays, which has no full moon. Although the latter definition is the one more commonly followed today. The former actually came first. As mentioned above, a misinterpretation of the seasonal definition in the 1940s gave way to the calendrical definition, which was later popularized as the 80s and has stuck around today. So when is the next blue moon? As of this writing, the next blue moon, according to earlier definitions, will occur October 31st, 2020, as you already know, as described in the details above. Now, after that, we won't actually have to wait too long for another blue moon. The next seasonal blue moon will occur August 22nd, 2021, as the third full moon in a series of four within that season. The next calendrical blue moon will happen on August 30th, 2023. So that's the next calendrical blue moon. As the second full moon in that month. Now, how often does a blue moon occur? Most months, one full moon, not two. Since the moon's period of phases is 29 and a half days, while months usually have 30 or 31 days, it's obvious that if a full moon lands on the first day of any month, except for February, it will repeat again at the end. So that's what happened. October 1st, October 31st. Turns out, calendrical blue moon happen every 30 months on average, 2.5 years. Seasonal blue moon happens at a similar rate, about once every 2 to 3 years. So maybe once in a blue moon isn't so rare after all. Now, but how often do we have two blue moons in a single year? As in 2018, that when there were blue moons in both January and March. Yeah, I remember that because I followed that too. And no full moon in February. Now, this won't happen again until 2037, when we'll again have another blue moon in both January and March. So we won't have another blue moon in January and March until 2027, and we won't have, so I guess the October, so that's 2027. So instead of being in October, it'll be in January and March because February don't have any full moon. So this article says you want to learn more about the moon, see the almanac, moon phase calendar, and full moon calendar. So anyway, that's it for I guess that's it for the blue moons. I see another article in here. I mean, a lot of stuff is coming together. You got the Zeta. I have never heard nobody call a hurricane Zeta. This is the first Zeta. Now, what does Zeta mean? Let me see what Zeta means. Because this is the and they have a lot of people. Um, okay, where's Z at? X Y Z. Okay, but it's off the keyboard. I don't know why I can't see it. I see it right there in my eyeball. It's right there in my eyeball. Z-E-T-A. It's Zeta. It's the Zeta hurricane. Let me see what's the origin of splitting off. Cut off the. I don't know what it is about cutting off in the head. You're not going to stop the rising of the feminine energy that's taking over and taking care of them. So people do what they do. But anyway, the name Zeta means letter of the Greek alphabet who are considering unisex or non-gendered baby names. I didn't know that. Baby names that can be used for any gender. Six letter of the capital Zeta Jones. So it's unisex, and then you give it to a girl boy. I don't know too many children that are Zeta. So I guess with this being um, a spiritual gender war, because I guess the patriarchal system, everything is shifting and flipping. So the matriarchal system, the matriarch is rising, feminine energy is rising, and then you have the patriarchal system, the the male, the the male energy is whatever it's doing, and it seems to me these I want to see these men are fighting. I don't even understand. Women have to be abused for the world because this world wants to offer the pain and anguish of females. Why I have no idea. So what is the meaning of the name? So they got another meaning of the name Zeta. Let me see what that is. What is Zeta in Greek? Let me see Zeta in Greek is. Zeta in Greek is uh in the system of Greek numerals, it has a value of 7. 7 is my spiritual number. My name Barbara. Add all the letters together is 7. My birth date, month, day, and year. Add it all together is 7. My universal year, the year I was born. Add the 4 letters together is 7. So that's 3 7s. And then I'm another 7, which don't stay from my mind. But it's another part of me that completely adds up to 7. So I'm 4 7s. And then 17, 117. All those numbers. So Zeta is 7. Now they say and this reminded me earlier day when the women was sworn earlier day. I went out the side back door, to look to see if my package came, and it came my beautiful purple comforter. I ordered it from Belk because I needed it to be already set up where I can order from Belk. Because this your craziness go down, I can order and then my package comes. So like it came today. It's beautiful purple comforter and lovely. So the letters that came from it include the Roman Z and the Syriac 3. 7 and 3 is 10, which is 1. And my birth name, first, middle, and last, is 1. Adds up to 1. So it seems to me all of this is information that God is bringing all this information to me. Source is bringing this information. That's why feel so compelled to even talk about this for some reason. So they have more on the name. They say, so what is the Zeta mean in Hebrew? In Hebrew, Zeta as a girl name is a Hebrew derivation, and the meaning of Zeta is olive. Zeta is the version of Zeta Hebrew olive. So we know olive. I think olive was like highly valuable, important in Hebrew in the Bible. The olive oil, the olives are highly important. So Zeta means olive. And to me, the understanding I suspect I seem to getting from that is olive is like an olive branch. So with all of this stuff coming together, I guess all the olive branches has been given out. So now time's up, whatever. So this is what does zeta mean in math. Zeta functions. I already saw that it's 7. So this say zeta function in number theory an infinite series given by where z and w are complex numbers and the real part of z is greater than 0. The real part of his is greater than zero. So I know it means seven. So 7 is greater than zero. So zeta function mathematics. So let me say, what is a zeta female? Let me see what a zeta female. The zeta lady means that she can be her own entity. Hmm. She can be her own entity. There is no hatred in her heart. Being a Zeta lady means that God is the center of her life. Her body is the housing of the Holy Spirit. A Zeta lady is love, for she is able to generate and receive love. 7, my number. Zeta, a girl name. Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I ain't gonna look that up. So, what is Zeta short for? What is the symbol of Zeta? Is Zeta, okay, let's go back to that Zeta Phi Beta sorority. When I was in college in the early 80s, I wanted to be, I know I wanted to join a sorority, and I think it was, I wanted to join a Zeta, whichever one is the pink and whatever color it was. I know I wanted to be one of them, and I'm not sure if it's the Zeta Phi Beta. I think it was the Zeta Phi Beta. If I see the colors, I'll know. But I wanted to join, but I didn't join because I didn't want to go through the silly craziness stuff that people got to go through to be in the sorority. I didn't want to go through that, so I didn't. But I always wanted to be the Zeta Phi Beta girl. But anyway, so that's what that means. Let me look at it. Say what is the symbol? Let me see if it's the. I know it's pink and something because pink is my angel number, angel color rather. Greek alphabet list. Okay. The zeta is a Z, whatever the squiggly is. Okay, what is zeta value? The Riemann zeta function at 0 and 1. Okay, it functions at 0 and 1. My birth date is 10/17, 0 and 1. So the zeta function at 0 and 1. And amazing, my husband also born. We born the exact same day, 10/17. We just 7 years apart. All these sevens. And interesting. Function at 0 and 1. Zeta function at 0 and 1. They say because zeta is greater than 0. Interesting. Since it is a pole of first order, the principal value exists and is equal to the Euler. I ain't trying to read those numbers. So what is a zeta male? So my husband born the same day. So a zeta male is used for men who have rejected the traditional exceptions associated with being a man, a provider, a defender, and protector. He rejects stereotypes and doesn't conform to traditional beliefs. He marches to the beat of his own drum. How am I know if I can say that? And refuses to be seduced and shamed by anyone. Yep, that describes him. And the other one I guess describes me, and that one describes him. Because this man don't go by no tradition. I don't care what it is. He goes by the beat of his own drum for absolute sure. That's why I got my room with my beautiful purple comforter. And he has the master room. And he went around there and made his room look all nice because he usually don't care. But for some reason, now he's doing it. And I got my master room. We can sleep in the same bed. But as you can see right now, I'm wide awake, can't sleep. So we can't sleep in the same bed for that reason and others. But anyway, I look some more what the Zeta Man and Zeta in wolf pack. What is a Zeta in a wolf pack? Let me see if I can get kind of sense what that might be. So Zetas are the highest ranking warrior in the pack, often called the generals. Although they take direct orders from the Alpha, they are in charge of their own armies and war plans. So that's a Zeta in a wolf pack. They take orders, but they Alpha and they in charge of their own their warriors. Mm. Okay, let's see some more about Zeta. I started with the full moon and going through all of this because all of this is fascinating. This is, see, Zeta being seven fascinates me because seven has been following me and whatever since 2017, May of the eclipse of May 2017, August 2017. It say, all right, who invented the zeta function? If x is less than 1, the sum is again infinite. The zeta function was known to the Swiss mathematician Leonhard Euler in 1737. So them sevens again. But it was first studied extensively by the German mathematician Bernhard, Leonhard, and Bernhard Riemann. July 23rd, 2008. So Riemann's zeta function, see, the zeta function, they say the zeros and the one word together. But what if I understand it right? Zeros turns it off. Ones turns it on for its computer. I took computer classes, even though I for I guess racial and whatever other reasons I couldn't be hired for that job, but having that class, it comes back to me when you start talking about numbers in this way. So it's a Riemann hypothesis solved. I don't even really understand what a hypothesis is because I never heard of this before. So a famous mathematician today claims he has solved the Riemann hypothesis. I don't even know what that is, which is a problem relating to the distribution of prime numbers, okay, that he stood unresolved for nearly 160 years. The Riemann hypothesis, one of the last great unsolved problems in math, was first proposed in 1859 by German mathematician Bernhard Riemann. So zeta function today is prime number, the prime number. Me and prime numbers and what got on there to the prime number. I learned it, but for some reason I did not get it to capacity wages off the top of the prime numbers just got on my nerves. I don't know why. It got me up in here reading it. And it's the simplest example of a whole class of similar functions equally important for understanding the deepest problems of number theory. So what is number theory? So what is the wolf's mate called? The wolf live in packs because cooperations allow them to bring down larger prey. Hmm. The male and female leaders of the pack are called the breeding pair, formerly referred to as alphas. These two animals led the pack during a hunt and often eat first when a kill is made. So that's what that is. What is a Zeta personality? Zeta males are men who openly and consciously reject, mhm, object or opt out of the traditional societal norms And exceptions are men like providing and projecting and becoming husbands. Well, mine became a husband. And protecting and becoming husbands. The Zeta male's goal, mindset, and motives. Open Andy is beat rejection with rejection. So what is the gamma male? What is the lunar wolf? So all of this with the zetas, I don't look all of that. So with all of that done with these different moons, and then the wolf howling at the moon, so all of this ties together. And reading all this, I just see some great crazy thing is gonna happen because November 1st, craziness gonna happen. October 1st gonna be a full moon. Then I think 2, 3 days after the full moon, things still gonna be crazy. So anybody who wanna be out there in the street on Halloween night, talking about it's a Saturday too, with people that to go out to the club and party, I suggest normal people stay home and enjoy watching the full moon and whatever from your property because people are crazy. And I don't plan to be in no space where people are crazy.